Want to welcome now a guy who I'm tempted to introduce him by chanting his name, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. But I feel a little stupid doing that by myself. But I could get everybody here to do it. Let's do it. Get everybody here.
Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff.
Here is Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions.
All right.
Jared, you just had the Somerset Mall all chanting your name.
Very cool. Yeah, how you guys doing? It seems like a good day so far, huh?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. We've had everybody from Hugh Jackman to Hoda Kotb to Anderson Cooper to you name it, have been joining us. And
I'm in good company.
You're in good company.
Yeah,
you're in good company. You're in good company now with the Lions. I'm guessing. I mean, you've had some great successes in this. Obviously, you went to a Super Bowl, but is this the most fun you've had as a professional football player?
1,000%. Yeah, we're having a good time. Whenever you're on a streak like we're on right now, it's a lot of fun. Doesn't happen very often. I mean, just look at the record books. I don't know how many. It's 11 in a row now, and a lot of stuff's going our way right now. But it's a lot of hard work, a lot of time spent, and it's paying off.
The fourth down calls, which of course benefit an offense because you get to stay out on the field. I've asked you several times in the press conferences afterward how you feel about that, and you always go, love it. Like it's like the greatest gift that you can give, I think, a quarterback in an offense. Has there ever been a time where Dan Campbell has gone for it on a fourth down that you actually thought, I don't think we should do this, Coach?
Good question. I don't know. I can't remember, maybe early on, but I really don't know. I love his aggressive attitude. And like I say, his faith in us as an offense is what he's showing when he says we're going for it. Of course it's aggressive. It's part of our identity, but if he didn't believe that we could get it, he wouldn't do it. So he's putting that faith in us to go get it and make it happen. And that one in the game is just as much evidence as anything of us, proving him right.
Yeah. Are you aware now that all of his post-game comments are not only filmed, but they're viewed around the world? And does that change the dynamic in the locker room? Is everyone kind of aware of, okay, we're making another Dan Campbell victory speech moment?
No, not at all. I didn't even realize that. And it's funny, I get people that text me, man, that was so awesome after the game. It's just normal. And he does it. He just did it after practice. It's just how he talks to us and gets us fired up, and he knows how to read the room, and he also knows when to go hard and when to kind of pull back. And it's not the time for that. It's time for something else. So he picks and chooses his moments pretty good, and he's a hell of a head coach.
What we're here doing is celebrating how we connect as a community in Detroit, which is very, very unique. I mean, I've lived in a lot of places around the world, and you have too. And I wonder if you have found yourself kind of changing as the years have passed with Detroit. When you first got here, you were a traded player. It wasn't your choice to come here, but you are clearly beloved here. But being beloved isn't a reason to like a town. It's the reason that they love you and the way that you want to love it back. Have you changed in your feelings towards Detroit since you arrived?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I didn't have any feelings at all. I was neutral, and then coming here, it's been the greatest gift of my career to play here for these fans and to play for the Lions and to be a part of this community and to be a part of this city and to be a part of something like this is so cool. And I've grown so fond of our community and the people here and how much obviously they support us on the field, but just walking around town, how nice everyone is and how much they just want to see us succeed and how I think everyone pulls for each other here. Everyone's kind of on the same team, the Detroit versus everybody, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, I've told this story. I started this foundation 18 years ago when I wrote a story about being online at a homeless shelter during the Super Bowl when we had it here in 2006. They actually were trying to get all the homeless people off the street to keep them from bothering people. So they said they were going to give them a party, a Super Bowl party, which I just thought was cruel. Come on, who are you kidding? Because on Monday morning, they were going to kick them out into the street again, as soon as everybody went home. So I went down to a homeless shelter and to write a story about it. And I spent the night there. And as I was standing online, a guy in front of me turned around and said, "Aren't you Mitch Albom?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he said, "So what happened to you?" And, and he was dead serious, he just thought, well, okay, guy used to be somebody we all knew, but something must have happened. And he's like me and I'm here. And I realized, we are all one or two steps away from that. Right. And I started this with a column and a few bucks, and it's grown into this massive thing. And have you become aware of, as joyous as it, you get to see the city at its best off of Woodward Avenue, downtown Detroit, where it's all gleaming and glowing and the new Detroit. But the old Detroit that still hangs around here a lot is the city that has 43% of its children living under the poverty line, which is 3 times the national average. And they are just a half a mile from the stadium and further out. Have you had a chance to understand, that whole need in this city as well as the joy of it?
Yeah, sure. And I've done my best to be a part of the change in whatever way I can. And I think that's, part of our responsibility, yourself, myself, a lot of the leaders in our community to be there for those who need it. And I don't take that lightly as the quarterback of our team and a leader of our team. I believe you're a leader of the community. And I really try to do my best in that way and help out where I can. And I'm honored to be able to be privileged enough to help out. And it means a lot to give back to the city that's given me so much.
What's it going to mean to beat Buffalo?
That'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be 12 in a row. And they're a great team, and it'd be another home win for us in front of these great fans. And we're working right now to make that happen.
There aren't a lot of guys on this team who have gone to Super Bowls. You have. Do you get that question from some of the guys? Like,
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. We got a handful of guys who have been to one, and I do. And it's, we're still a ways away from that. This season we're focused on what we are focused on. But yeah, I do get that question, and I try to shed as much light on it as I can. And if we're able to, hopefully make it back there, I can, shed a little bit more light on that. But I do get that question.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if you make it back there, that'll be the only question that comes out over and over again.
Did all the rookies make it to practice day with the snow? I saw Terranano. He had to pull over this morning. Did all the guys make it in there today?
They did. I was worried some guys were going to be late. I think we were perfect attendance. We're all good.
Yeah, Terry and Arnold stopped his car and he stopped his car to make a video to tell people, what is this stuff that's coming down out here? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. But he did manage to put out a video about it. So it's a good thing he wasn't late, because his coach could have said you had time to make a video.
Right. No, he made it. I was worried about him.
Who of all the receivers that you throw to, is any one of them a bigger pain in the butt when they come back to the huddle about, like, I'm open? No.
We're so lucky. I don't have any guys like that. And Brad does a pretty good job of making sure we don't have any selfish players on this team. And none of those guys, they all just want to win. They just want to win. Of course, they all want the ball. I want to throw them all the ball. I want to get them all the ball. But no, they're all good sports about it. And I think, the perfect example is St. Brown, who's an all-pro player last year. And we've had games this year where he hasn't been as involved, and he doesn't say a word. He's good. As long as we win, he's good.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. Well, you have become, a favorite son of the city here. And while I'm happy for you as a sports person, I'm even happier to hear that you want to get involved, in the charities here and helping out Detroit, because long after championships come and go, and the Lions will have great years and they'll have bad years, but there's kids here, and there's homeless people here, and there's veterans here, and people who don't have homes, and that's what Say Detroit does. And we try to help them, not a hand out, but a hand up,
Right.
and it's great that you're using your platform there. I think that you signed a football for us. I see we auction off a lot of items. Is there anything else you want to throw on the pile? Dan Campbell was on earlier today, and I see that we have it's a meeting with him during training camp. I guess people get to come out and to training camp and get to take a picture with them or something. It's already up to like close to $4,000 on the auction. I don't know if there's anything that you want to throw on there. That I'm tending to think if your name is attached to it, you might be Dan Campbell's.
Well, yeah, I'll do the same thing. How about that? I'll do training camp, then come out and I'll hang with them after, sign whatever they want to bring. I'll sign it. And wow. I can try to pull some guys to the side. Hey, come meet my friends.
Learn their names before you do that.
Yeah, we'll give them the whatever the VIP experience is that day, and take care of them. And I'll hang out.
Oh my gosh. Well, that could raise a ton of money here, Jared. How about that from Jared Goff? Jared Goff. Yeah. Hey, before you go, we have a little feature that I'm pretty sure is not done at other charity events. John Pizzarelli, I don't know how much of a music fan you are, but John Pizzarelli is an internationally renowned jazz singer and and guitar player, and happens to be a friend of mine. And it comes in every year and does songs and plays in and out of breaks. And for a number of guests like Hugh Jackman and Hoda Kotb and other people who've been on today, he does a little thank you song. And I guess you've got one. It's hard to rhyme things with Goff.
Yeah.
But
well, this is the verse to what I did earlier for the coach.
okay.
So
All
I
right.
have Jared Goff makes passing look so easy.
Oh, the Eagles song. Okay.
Hands off while falling down is just his way. Going for it on fourth down, not a problem. We're finally looking forward to Sunday.
Thanksgiving.
You can't stop those Lion guys. Got those eyes on the prize. Gotta love this enterprise. There ain't no way to stop those Lion guys.
Nice
All
harmony.
right.
Yeah. That you don't get every charity event. You got to admit, Jared.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Well done.
All right. Thank you for coming on with us. Good luck on Sunday and the rest of the year. Jared Goff, everybody.
Go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right. Fantastic.